In this exclusive cultural analysis, we will be exploring the fast-growing and ever-complex new group that is developing all over the Western world. Multifaceted, tech-savvy and completely oblivious, we shall delve into the enigmatic world of the millennial. They are a source of fascination and aggravation for many. How do they live? What are their motivations? And why are they so attached to their smartphones? We seek to answer those questions and perhaps examine why they have such a ritualistic, cliquey nature. Over the course of this episode, we follow one herd of millennials through their daily life and journey across a small liberal arts college. We observe them as they interact within their natural habitat. Join us on our discovery. This is Lolta Bay. The internet is their language. For the past few years, we have followed a small group of millennials who, although not attached by blood or really any strong connection, clearly show a high level of respect for each other and disdain for the outside world. Collectively, they name themselves on the popular cell phone application WhatsApp as Moneybag, Wineglass, Slice of Pizza, Suggestive Emoji. However, often a small group of millennials can be referred to as a squad. The past 5 hours have been spent periodically alternating their reclining positions. Here we see the squad collectively stretching, checking their messages, and begin their forage for food. The group disbands, and while some head to their local fast food joint, others head to the much more respected coffee shop. It is at the coffee shop we find Xavier, Octavius, and Florence, the youngest of the herd. The dynamic between the three is typical of the millennial generation. Florence was once in a relationship with Xavier, until Xavier realized he identified as not either heterosexual nor homosexual, but in fact as pansexual. When he confided his newfound identification to Octavius, the two began courting, much to Florence's dismay, as she was under the impression they were still dating. After a series of passive-aggressive tweets and questionable drunk dials, the trio decided it was best if they sat down and discussed where their relationship stood.
So, I'm trying to understand, because you were with me, and now you're like with him, and I mean, and you never said we weren't in a relationship, so we're still in a relationship on Facebook, and it's making me look like an idiot because everyone saw you hooking up with him at Asia's pregame party, and I was out of state playing volleyball, and it's just like I don't understand what's going on. I don't know what.
Flo, I don't think you understand. I still totally love you, but I also love Octavius too. It's not just about you. Do you understand that?
Yes, No, I don't understand. So, you love both of us.
Oh my god, Florence, you're being pretty prejudiced right now. I can't even believe it.
Shut up, Octavius! I love the gays, and the gays love me. I'm like a gay icon. Why is that so funny to you? Brian, he works behind the counter, he loves me.
Brian, don't.
Watch. Hi, Brian! See? Did you see it?
You are being so homophobic right now.
No, I'm not.
You're like Cher circa 1990s.
No, I'm not.
All right.
Yes, you
All
are.
right.
Oh,
What
just
does that
look
even
at you.
mean?
Just look in the mirror.
Alright.
I don't even know what that means.
Of course you don't, because you're stupid.
Alright.
What?
Alright.
You're stupid.
Hey, we're getting off topic right now, okay? Flo, just because I'm with Tavy doesn't mean I love you. There's like this three-way dynamic going on, and I'm just filled up with so much love that... See, I just don't understand why you're trying to limit my experiences. And let's just drop all this hatred, you know? And let's just be free. I found this really cool quote on Tumblr. Here, let me find it.
Managing mating behavior is a trial in any squad of millennials, and this group is no exception. As the week wears on, the undercurrents of tension between the squad are growing stronger and more intense. These are creatures of habit, and danger arises when their social hierarchy is put at risk. A very engaged but not so well-informed discussion over international geography occurs, resulting in confrontation. Rick, who is normally only ever consulted on topics which involve obscure 1990s pop-punk bands or the collective work of Ben Stiller, is trying to convince the alpha male of the group, Sebastian, that Egypt is, in fact, in Africa. Cries of "Google it" are hollered across the room, and here we witness one of the greatest downfalls of the millennial generation. The Wi-Fi is down. Moments pass in silence. The underlying tension within the room is now very prominent and all too real. They are out of the figurative matrix. They are offline. Everybody is frantically refreshing their internet connection, pleading to be led back onto the server, rummaging for an Ethernet cord. The group are at a loss. The options for the debate to continue are now limited. The first move is to check the available online mobile data. However, as we're coming to the end of the month, it means that the remaining data is few and far between. The second option, which to people from a previous generation would not seem so foreign, would be to frequent the library. However, the millennial mindset does not match that of their elders, and so they do not believe this to be a viable alternative. Accepting defeat, they decide to have a midweek break and crack open the Caribbean rum. An infuriated Rick takes a shot. Never again will he be able to prove his intellectual prowess to the group. We catch up with the squad after a wild night out drinking. Here we find them quiet, filled with respectful mourning and consolatory frappuccinos. The poisonous intoxication from the night before has left its mark on the squad, rendering the normally energetic bunch sluggish. The dawn of midday revealed a tragedy that had struck unnoticed in the midst of the revelry. Allison had dropped her smartphone, cracking its LCD screen. The device is left useless for anything but making calls and annoying the other members of the squad with an alarm that sounds every quarter of an hour. Tension builds. Once again, the alpha male is challenged. Rick begins an argument with Sebastian. He claims the formidable Shonda Rhimes wrote and created the seminal early 2000s classic Crossroads, which starred the princess of pop herself, Miss Britney Spears. The squad consults the net. Rick, for once, is right. The herd utters a collective gasp as Sebastian storms out of the room. He proceeds to block Rick on Facebook. This is a serious social gesture not to be overlooked. A friend is blocked. The squad disbands. This is the end. Or is it? Thank you for joining us on LOL to Bay. The internet is their language.